I had to go to Foot Locker and I had to fight this kid to be able to get the shoes, and he wouldn't let him up, so I just stabbed him.
Huh?
You see the shoe? This one? I'm gonna review this one today. It's the Bred one, the band one, the whatever the hell you want to call it one that Michael Jordan basically came out with back in the 80s, playing basketball with. He actually disliked Nike. I don't know if you guys know that. He disliked it. He did not want to join with Nike, but his parents forced him to go to a meeting with them. And Nike ended up designing this shoe, and he did not like it. But supposedly he wore it, and he was getting fined $5,000 per game for breaking the uniform rule, stating that basically you have to wear the same shoe that matches your uniform and everybody else on your team is wearing. And supposedly he didn't do that. There's not much evidence that he actually did that, but Nike ran with it, so they came out with the name Band 1, and it's been probably one of the best-selling shoes ever since. It actually took a dip if you look it up. They made so much of this shoe back in the day, they was reselling for $20 off the shelf, which is fucking wild. I'm not supposed to curse. It's wild, come to think about it, because it was supposed to be selling for $60 retail. And there's just so much. Now if you look back at it at the original one, there's enough of them where it's not too scarce. So they actually go from anywhere for a couple thousand to $30,000. I think is like the highest one. And basically it's one of the holy grails for sneakerheads nowadays. I don't know anything about shoes, especially not about this Red Death leather that they mutilate cows for. But I'm gonna review it, and this is our first video ever about it. And please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out our next ones, because hopefully they're awkward and funny like I am. All right, we're talking about the Bred one today, and basically it's the most hated Bred one because it's a mid. So instead of it being like super high up like the original, it gets a little cut and ends up being shorter. So nobody likes it, and it resells for probably under retail by now because people hate it that much. As far as the aesthetics go with it, it's pretty cool. They did a good design with it. I mean, I think over the course of 20-30 years that the shoe's been out, they've done a good job evolving it to make it like a more modernish kind of style, making it look pretty cool. And I think visually pleasing, the red, the black and everything looks pretty nice. And out of all the Bred ones, I think this is probably the best looking one. Definitely not the one that goes for the most money, but it's the best looking one in my opinion. Then when we talk about comfortability, it's pretty comfortable, man. It's a lightweight kind of material. I don't know, bro. Are we gonna go the whole thing? Like 5 minutes? You see it? You see I've been using it? No. Well, I'm talking about the comfortability of the shoe, man. Overall, the shoe's pretty lightweight. If you're gonna use this for picking up chicks at the bowling alley, it's perfect because nobody cares. So you're actually gonna be wearing bowling shoes. Okay. Like I said, the materials and everything make it pretty lightweight. So whatever they did with the shoe, they did a good job. If you plan to use it for basketball, I don't think anybody really is, because who wears Jordans for basketball? I think you're wearing like the LeBrons or some KDs nowadays. No? Okay. But when I put it on with jeans, it's terrible. It sucks. Don't wear jeans with these. They don't even fit. Unless you're wearing like skinny jeans, it goes in your shoe, or you're wearing sweats. That would be great. But aside from that, pants do not fit in these. So you either gotta wear some bootcut jeans, or you gotta wear shorts. And if you wear shorts, it looks terrible because it covers up most of your leg. But as far as comfortability goes, man, they did a good job because it's lightweight. That's all I can say. The sole inside is cheap. It looks like they got it from the dollar store, but overall, it's terrible. All right, so I know I talked to you guys about the quality of the product, and oh no, that's actually what I'm talking to you about. I'm talking to you about the quality of the product. And overall, like I said, the insole is pretty cheap. If you really look at it, it's paper thin. I'm being pretty serious about it. So if you plan to like hike in these, you're probably really gonna hurt your feet. Basketball, it is on flat surfaces, so maybe you could deal with that. But comparable to like the shoes nowadays, like I got some airmax 270s and some vapormaxes. Those are way more comfortable when it comes to really like doing stuff. But everything else seems like it's pretty good. The leather on it's pretty nice. The cut of the shoe is nice. The design of the shoe is nice. And overall, I mean, laces and everything, they did a great job. The only thing is, I think on these ones, when they punch the holes, sometimes they still have like the little tag in them, so they're not all the way punched through. So they could have done a way better job on that one. Like this one, you can clearly see it over here. I don't expect the camera to see it because it's far away. And then in other spots, I mean, there's like little imperfections with the shoe. But overall, I mean, I really like it. Should I keep going? As you can see here, we have the shoes on. Here's that little hole I was telling you about. It's filled, has not been popped out. This is what it looks like when you have fat legs and you wear Jordans. As you can see, I don't have calves. They're covered up by the tongue. So if I had the highs, you wouldn't even see my knees.